There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh, man. 31. 31 bikes and riders. All identical machines, individually prepared with information. The riders' feedback is so important to the members of their crew to make suspension changes, and they've all sorted out their gearing and whatnot for this racetrack. Basically put on the tallest gear you have, pretty similar to what Road America would have provided, and then just get out there and ride the thing. That's sort of the whole point of the exercise. Get out there and ride that thing. Not much you can do to make it a better motorcycle. It's pretty darn good to start with, and it's the same as everybody else's. Nort leading them back to the start-finish. Gage McAllister tucked in about halfway through the field there.
And the fact that these guys, of course, they had practice sessions and qualifying and all that group stuff, but you got someone like Gage that's had a few hundred laps here already.
Most of Gage McAllister's experience comes in Supermoto, where they take a dirt bike and put street tires on it and race a little bit on the pavement and a little bit on the dirt. And it's a very different endeavor than what he's looking at here right now. He raced his first 600 event at Barber Motorsports Park, and in the Superstock 600 class. And he had his best finish just a few moments ago. So our grid's starting to form up. Getting a good look at our first three rows. And that's likely to be where the real competition is going to come from.
Green in the back.
And the red flag is furled. Beth Miller runs away from the front of the grid. The red lights will come on for 2 to 5 seconds. And away we go.
We're going to jump.
Great start in the middle of the front row by Braden Ort, as usual.
Yeah, there
Look
he
at this.
goes.
2
Go ahead,
lines.
you call it.
2 lines forming.
6 across.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Braden Ort, Gage McAllister pulls up
1,
close,
2,
but
3,
it's
4,
Braden
5,
Ort
6.
down into turn number 1. Here comes McAllister, hard on the brakes on the outside.
Hold your breath, Brian.
And here go 31 motorcycles through turn number 1. Only one getting a little bit wide out there on the curb, but nobody in the dirt.
How about that?
Nice start. Good job, young men and women.
Really nice job. Clean racing. One massive field of 31 single file. A little bit of movement there.
Well, a little bit of shuffling a bit deeper in the field, but up front, everything looks clean and green. I do believe that's Braden Ort. Gage McAllister in third. I think we'll have to sort this out as we get a little bit better look at each one of these riders. And let's see what kind of a group starts to form. Right now, it's pretty much an elephant parade. It looks like a West Virginia coal train out there right now. All stretched out one by one by one. Not a whole lot of gaps opening up just yet. And this is a 9-lap race.
A West Virginia coal train.
Yes, indeed. You've seen them.
Not too often out here in the West.
It is Braden Ort out in front right now. Pretty confident of that. Hayden Schultz in second position. Gage McAllister
what a
third.
beautiful sight.
Yes, it is. And there it is. Braden Ort, Hayden Schultz, Hayden Schultz, Gage McAllister, the top 3. A little bit of a gallopage. And as they come on to the front straightaway.
Look at that. It's a beautiful shot there. KTM RC Cup race number 1. Now wind up. Approaching release.
Ort, Schultz, McAllister. Pretty confident of the top 3. A little bit of a gap back to 4th place, and I think that might be Altmaier. We'll have to check as they come across the line. Our timing and scoring will line them up for us. Ort, Schultz, McAllister, McWilliams, Alejandro Gutierrez. Altmaier is 6th. Brandon Posh, Ashton Wright, Mazziato all the way back to 9th from row number 2. Nick Doolin 10th. Josh Cernay, Jody Berry. but it looks like a 3-rider breakaway almost right now. There's still 3 more coming up close behind them, and then about 6 more behind them. And this little 3-rider trio is really going to have to hustle. Gage McAllister. And now it is 6 riders. That second group of 3 pulled up in the draft. That was Hayden Schultz going a little bit wide there. Ort's going to take over. McAllister, KG Gage, running in 3rd position. He likes to just lay back, make sure he stays close enough to strike when he needs to, but he doesn't get out in front and lead until it's time. There goes McAllister. Yeah, there he goes. Gage McAllister slides through to the lead. Hayden Schultz drops into the number 2 spot. I think that's McWilliams' 3rd. Boy, they just constantly change positions. Braden Ort sitting up in 4th spot there. 6 riders, soon to be a lot more. Look at this, coming up from behind. That's Brandon Posh, I do believe, in 7th. This is what we expected to see. 8, 9, 10 riders all in a drafting battle, and it's Gage McAllister out front. McAllister, I'm going to say Schultz, then Ort in 4th. I think McWilliams is up there. We'll get a better look and do a better job of IDing these riders. That is definitely Brandon Altmaier now with the bright red helmet. There's the 917 of McWilliams in 5th.
Single file as they're coming into clubhouse corner.
Hayden Schultz and Gage McAllister, number 1 in 1st and 2nd positions.
Here they come by the clubhouse wind up, approaching release.
Braden Ort 3rd. That's Altmaier 4th, I do believe. Here they come up the front straightaway.
It's an 8.
And no matter what order they're in right here, it's going to be different when they get to turn 1. Schultz, McAllister, Ort, Gutierrez, McWilliams, Altmaier, Posh, Cernay up to 8th, Mazziato 9th, Ashton Wright, and all the way back to Jody Berry in 12th position. Justin Blackman about a second behind him in 13th. And we have got a 12-rider freight train up front.
And I think you read those names just for practice because you're right. As they were coming, you started reading them. By the time you finished reading them, the positions had all changed.
Totally changed.
Down at the bottom.
Ort is in 2nd position. Up front is...
Where's Gage?
I'm going to say boy, I'll tell you what, it's so hard to pick these guys out. The bikes all look the same. I still haven't gotten enough of an imprint, but I think that's Altmaier in the lead. And Ort in 2nd position.
Gage is looking to the outside of Black Rock.
Yeah, we got Anthony Mazziato has worked his way up into, I believe that's him at, no, not, that may be him in 4th. Man, what a race. Coming up, it'll be coming up on 6 laps to go.
I knew this would be fun. 31 bikes, and you got the breakaway. Let's call it a breakaway pack of 12.
Yep. A dozen riders up front. Braden Ort has taken matters into his own hands to lead this one. The young Canadian rider, he was at New Orleans, Louisiana race park last weekend, won 3 or 4 races, finished 2nd or 3rd in a couple more. That is Alejandro Gutierrez in 2nd spot there on the 143.
Ooh, that was close there. A little elbow, a little rub in there. So coming into kink out of Tooele.
Look at McAllister. He was started from pole. He was in the lead. He's back in 6th. It's Ort, Gutierrez, Mejia. Nothing but fun.
You know, when you're exercising the opportunity to utilize that giraffe coming down that long straightaway, you almost want to wait till at least the 3/4 mark before you come out, because if you come out too early, someone's going to get behind you and come out outside of you, and what you're drafting to get into position, you're going to fall back.
Braden Ort, Gutierrez, Hayden Schultz, Josh Cernay up to 4th, McAllister 5th, Justin McWilliams 6th, Altmaier 7th, Posh is 8th, Mazziato 9th. Then there's a little bit of a gap. We've got kind of 3 riders have begun to break away just a little bit from the other 3. Ashton Wright, Jody Berry, Nick Doolin running in 10th, 11th, and 12th place. Grayson Gerloff leading another herd back in 13th. That includes Jackson Blackman, Jarrett Nassani, Ruben Casares, Chris Cosin, Gabe Miller, Valentine Welch, Then you've got
How's
Grace
she
Van
done?
back in
She's
20th.
back in 19th.
Yeah, Valentine is 19th, but she's part of this pack that's all the way up racing for 13th spot.
Oh,
Gutierrez Mejia
more rubbing.
doing a little bump and run on Hayden Schultz there. And Gage McAllister back in 5th. We've got one jump start.
Yes, I saw that actually. I did see that.
Reporting, let's see, bike number 297.
But here's the
One of
interesting.
the riders in the back.
Yeah, here's the interesting thing. It was not just a little jump; it was a
big one.
a big jump. And,
Trying to win the race from the 12th row.
And the thing is that he or she went was already third to last bike, sitting in the 28th position. The last bike, sitting in the 28th position.
It is Ezra Bobier, actually, a brother of Cam.
Yeah, Ezra jumped it for sure by about 16 feet.
He'll get a ride through penalty, which means he has to come down pit road and
in this event, you're done.
Obey the speed limit, basically, and down pit road. And look at this. Boy, that front group is just constantly changing positions. Great to see Josh Cernay up there as part of the lead group. He qualified on pole at Road America and then had some bad luck. Didn't score, his point scores were pretty bad. He came back and had an okay weekend at Barber Motorsports Park. He's finished 6th, 4th, and 5th in the races that he has finished, but, he expects to be up front racing for the win. And it's great to see Josh, the young rider from Placerville, California, kind of turning things around for himself. He's such a great, look at this. Look at this. 4, 5 wide. Braden Ort leads them down into turn number 1 again. It was Schultz, Gutierrez, McWilliams. Ort was 4th. Cernay 5th. Altmaier, Gage McAllister, Brandon Posh, and Anthony Mazziato. 9 bikes have cleared out. Then you've got Ashton Wright, Nick Doolin, and Jody Berry trying to close the gap behind them. 3 riders, and then that next big group racing for 13th. Led by Grayson Gerloff. Mazziato to the front. I'm sorry, no, that was Hayden Schultz. McAllister's back there at about 5th. I think that's Schultz up front.
Looks like we've got a rider that's actually starting to pull away here a little bit until they get to the straightaway.
I think that's Hayden Schultz on the 259. That's the guy up front right now. Braden Ort in 2nd position. No, Schultz is 3rd. The rider up front, I think, is McWilliams. No, it's Altmaier, 291. 917. It is, in fact, Justin McWilliams on the 917. He is passed by Hayden Schultz. You've got KG Gage running in 4th spot right now. He's just making sure he stays close. But it is definitely up front. It's in the dark leathers, the number
Justin
917.
McWilliams.
Yeah, Justin McWilliams, the old man, age 22.
Yeah, he just fell back. I mean, it just as quickly as you get up front, they just...
No, that's still him right there in the lead. Justin McWilliams on the 917. Then I'm going to say Braden Ort 3rd, Gage McAllister 4th, Alejandro Gutierrez, I believe, is in 2nd position. And here they come up the front straightaway. It's going to be a pass for the lead, and it will be Hayden Schultz, then McWilliams, Ort, McAllister, Gutierrez 5th. And here they're all going to change positions again. But every time they come up that front straightaway, they tend to shed off 1 or 2 riders. And now, bold braking into turn number 1. Oh!
A little contact there. A little contact there.
.2 seconds separating 1st from 9th. Now we've got a couple of riders that have gotten away a little bit, and Gage McAllister's the one a little bit, and Gage McAllister's the one giving chase. Williams, and alongside him is Hayden Schultz. Schultz takes the lead over McWilliams. McAllister over McWilliams. McAllister's been passed for 3rd. He's back in 4th spot right now. So that's Hayden Schultz, in second position. And we are at 4 laps to go. Now they're starting to close the gap. Braden Ort closing it up. That's Brandon Altmaier in 4th position. No, it's McAllister and Altmaier. Braden Ort a little further back. Wow.
Schultz, McWilliams, Ort, McAllister.
Yeah, there's your leader.
Should be coming into the kink.
Oh, we got a couple of riders off the track.
And
I'm not sure if they were among our leaders. I don't believe so. Turn 5, it may have been. Let's see, 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope, they're all there. They're all there. Yeah, it was somebody else.
There.
There. Yeah, it was somebody else.
There.
A little bit further back.
And see it happening with this kind of business.
That is Hayden Schultz. He is a tough customer. He is a really tough customer. He is in second position in the championship and knows that he's got to make up points on Gage McAllister. McAllister's
3
back.
to go.
Yep, 3 laps. McAllister's
3
back.
to go.
Yep, 3 laps to go. And it was Schultz, McAllister leading the chase, Alejandro Gutierrez, Justin McWilliams, Posh, Mazziato, Altmaier, and Cernay. That's your lead group.
Now, let's get back to Hayden Schultz. He separated himself from that pack of 7 bikes.
With Gage McAllister.
Exactly. McAllister's gap there between first and second. If Schultz is trying to climb up on the point standings, this is the move. He's got to get out of that draft. He's got to separate himself from Gage.
Well, but it's starting to close up already. McAllister is there, not far behind McAllister. We've got a 3rd rider. So it's Hayden Schultz. McAllister has taken the lead from Schultz. Then it is McWilliams in 3rd.
It looks like Schultz is taking it back.
Yeah, they're dicing up front now.
What's that?
McAllister is saying, "Follow me." He's touching the back of the seat.
I saw
he's
that.
saying, "Get behind me. Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
Let's stop racing each other and let's get out of here." So that is a signal that riders will often use, and these two guys know each other pretty well. Hayden Schultz and Gage McAllister have developed a little bit of a friendship. They're 1st and 2nd in the championship, and they're saying, "Look, let's get out of here and let's make it a man-to-man battle." Justin McWilliams has other ideas. He's starting to close the gap in 3rd, and we're going to be coming up on 2 laps to go. But there's McAllister, says, "Just tuck in behind me."
But they're not. They're still.
No, McAllister still got the lead. Hayden Schultz in 2nd. There's Justin McWilliams. Mazziato has made his move up into 4th. And they've closed it back up again. So Gage McAllister's not able to run away with this thing. He has spread them out a little bit.
Okay, so watch Hayden's. He's going to get right down there. He's going to get right up behind Gage McAllister. Gets a good push, and we'll follow him all the way down the straightaway.
The only 2 in the 16s. 2:16.5 for Schultz, 2:16.7 for McAllister last time.
Now they're side by side.
Yeah, but, Schultz can't help that. He's not going to sit back there and roll out of the throttle. He's just going to drag race Gage McAllister down to the start-finish line. Schultz technically the leader of the lap. Then it was McWilliams, Ort, and Mazziato. Then Gutierrez, Posh, Cernay, and Altmaier. Altmaier a little bit further back, so there's 8 riders basically all just 1/10 of a second apart. But the big gap now has started to open behind Gage McAllister and Hayden Schultz. It's almost a full second. But look at this. McWilliams closes it right back up again as they get through the more technical part of the racetrack. 2 laps to go right now. 2 laps in this RC390 Cup race, number 1 for the weekend. And McWilliams has closed it up. And now with a 3-bike draft, Braden Ort is also right there. So is Brandon Altmaier. So they've closed it all back up again. Look at this. Justin McWilliams not only closes the gap, he pulls alongside Hayden Schultz and says, "Hey, I'm still here." So McAllister's bid to try to get away has fallen short. Schultz looks back, sees they've got company.
Up through Witchcraft, coming into the attitudes here.
Now that was McAllister still leading and looking back. Got 8 bikes together. Gage McAllister and Hayden Schultz. They're not going to relax. They're going to keep the pressure on. Braden Ort is the guy closing up into third position now. Or is that Maz? That's Mazziato.
Heads up over the clubhouse. Here they come.
Braden Ort is fifth. Maz has closed it up. Maz is the guy running in third with the green helmet.
Copy, copy.
Then it's McWilliams, then Braden Ort.
Wind up, now release.
And there it gives you a real good idea of just what the gaps are. They'll come onto the front straightaway with 1 lap to go. Gage McAllister and Hayden Schultz giving themselves the best opportunity to win this race. They're the guys up front. Maz and McWilliams trying to close it up. But here they come across the line.
White flag.
2:15.429, fastest lap of the race by Anthony Mazziato as he drafts up from 4th spot into 3rd. But here they come, our 2 leaders. Hayden Schultz takes the advantage over Gage McAllister. Mazziato tips it in 3rd spot, but he's too far back to challenge yet. Now it's Hayden Schultz and Gage McAllister. It's likely to be the 2 of them to the line, but we've seen them close it up before.
Now through the southwest corner.
McAllister takes the lead. Now these 2 guys are going to fight for it. Last lap, Justin McWilliams is right there as well.
Watching the Black Rock hairpin. We might see a change here. Here comes the hairpin.
Gage McAllister, Hayden Schultz, Justin McWilliams, Mazziato. That's the order right now.
No change. Change.
Where's the move? Gage McAllister just trying to put his head down and challenge these guys to match his pace on the final lap.
Schultz looks to the inside.
Yep. Hayden Schultz comes up alongside, side by side.
Someone has to give. You can't.
Schultz is on the inside. He's got the favored line. Little bit of a block pass on Gage McAllister. McAllister's got to drop back to 2nd. It is McWilliams in 3rd. Justin McWilliams has got the best seat in the house watching these 2 guys race up front. Then it's Mazziato and Ort in that order.
This is Tooele. Out of Tooele coming into Kink. Out of Tooele coming into Kink.
And there's the clubhouse in the distance.
4 corners to go for the KTM RC Cup race number 1.
Hayden Schultz looking up the inside on McAllister. He makes that move, stands up Gage McAllister. McWilliams has moved into 2nd. That's given Hayden Schultz a little bit of breathing room. Here comes McAllister up the inside again, onto the front straightaway. It's going to be Hayden Schultz in the lead. Will there be enough room for a draft? Justin McWilliams.
Go!
Woo! That's the way to do it. A double draft. That's the 2nd time Gage McAllister has used the double draft to win. He times it perfectly. And look at these guys. How much fun are they having? Braden Ort ends up in 4th spot with the fastest lap of the race at 2:15.285. By far the fastest lap of the weekend. Anthony Mazziato in 5th position. Josh Otto in 5th position. Josh Cernay brings it home in 6th. Alejandro Gutierrez Mejia in 7th and finishes 8th, with Brandon Altmaier rounding out 9th. Jody Berry, the top 10. Then it's Nick Doolin, Ashton Wright, Jarrett Nassani, Chris Cosin, and Ruben Casares making up the top 15. Gabe Miller finishing in 16. Valentine Welch in 17. Grayson Gerloff, Devin Husband, Drew Sivertson, and Ezra Bobier making up the top 21. And going all the way back, it is Nick Swensgaard in 22nd, Mason DeCarroll in 23rd, Christopher Martinez 24th, Aldous Solano, Seton West, and Jake Fell are finishers. The DNFs were Nolan Lampkin, Jason Blackman, John Knowles, and Gray Fan not making the finish.
Congratulations to all the riders.
Gage McAllister, 4 wins in 5 starts, and extending his championship points lead. Great run by Justin McWilliams. Boy, he made a run out of it. And that tight battle for the championship from 2nd place on down is going to get tighter still.
And we knew it going in. I just knew it was going to be a shootout. What a fun group, though. We started with a dozen, and then it kind of lost a couple, and then the core pack of 9 riders. Gage McAllister, Justin McWilliams, Hayden Schultz, 1, 2, and 3. So about 45 minutes from now, give you an opportunity to do a couple things. First of all, you need to swing by right in the middle of the GP garages and be a part of the presentation of awards. There's a cool down lap is still underway. In addition to that, you can start karting in about 45 minutes. Be sure to pick up some Miller Motorsports Park memorabilia, some race gear, sportswear, MMP sportswear. You can pick it up at 2 spots at the Kart Center and the Welcome Center. Settle down, have yourself a nice cold Coke. Thanks for the volunteers for making it all happen today as the bikes are coming into the pit now. Congratulations to all the teams and all the riders. Thanks, Brian.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna
See you tomorrow.
Absolutely. I'm going to go watch some awards. I'm going to go head on over and get a closer look at one of those bamboo pillows. I know you think I'm crazy in the head, but if all things, I'm in the market for a pillow. Auf Wiedersehen, my friend. I'll see you in the morning.
Yes,
after
sir.
we watch some of the awards.
I'll be right here when you get here.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
It's Podium presentation. Today finishing in 3rd place. Let's welcome to the stage Hayden Schultz. And in 2nd place this afternoon, Justin McWilliams. And our top finisher today on the number 25 KTM is Gage McAllister. Here today to present our trophies from Miller Motorsports Park is Anna Ray. Anna, please present our 3rd place trophy to Hayden Schultz. And our second place trophy goes to Justin McWilliams. And our first place trophy atop the box is Gage McAllister. Let's have a word with our third place finisher, Hayden. You've had an awesome opportunity to race within this KTM Cup Series. What's it like for you to come out and race here at Miller Motorsports Park and take a third place finish?
It's great. I got to be happy with the podium. As many guys that were up there with the front group, I was glad to stay up front and managed to get to lead a bit. And I thought I might have had it coming out of that last turn in first, but those guys got by. I mean, they gave me I had a great time. Got to thank Moto America and KTM for putting on this great series. They've done a great job getting everything going and providing an awesome class and a bike for us to race on. Got to thank the Lord first for keeping me safe and allowing me to do this. And it's just incredible. I have to thank all my sponsors, Arai, Moto Skivvies, MotorX, Spikes KTM, Racer Gloves USA, Axo Racing, my dad for everything. I got to thank Jim Cambora for getting a great setup on the bike. You know, it felt really good out there, and I was glad I could put it on up front and get on the box. So hats off to these guys. That was an awesome race.
Number 259, congratulations, third place finish, Hayden Schultz. Jeremy, congratulations on a second place finish. Justin, congratulations on a second place finish. Tell us about your race out there.
Oh, well, at first I felt just like I wasn't really having the pace, and then once I started getting into the rhythm, I was able to tag along with a few people, and I found their lines, and I was able to mimic them a little bit. And then, let's see, once we started drafting at the end, it just became a draft war, who could get to the front and then who could pull away. And at one point I thought I'd pulled away, but I think Mazziato or somebody came in front of me, and that kind of just freaked me out a little bit. But it was overall a good race. And at the end there, I had Hayden going into that corner, and then McAllister came out of nowhere, and I was like, all right, well, it's him. I'll just stick next to him and see what happens. And that's what happened.
Congratulations, number 917, Justin McWilliams on a second place finish. Gage, that was definitely a battle to the win and a battle to the line with the three of you riders. You really gave it your all. Tell us about that race. Congrats on first, man. What a win.
Thank you. Yeah, that was probably one of the gnarliest KTM races we've had so far. Looked back a couple times, and there was an endless amount of KTMs behind. Towards the front as much as I could, and be in the place I wanted to be in the last lap, and that was actually second, but I got past